Welcome to the very first episode of My Global Ride. So this channel is supposed to bring you the world into your mobile phone, TV, whatever, because I'm trying to surround the world on this motorbike within 2 years, and the first 3 weeks my beautiful wife Tahel,
hi guys,
is coming with me. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. You see us here in the beautiful landscape of Montana, the flats surrounded by mountains. We made it here within 5 days. These were the first 5 days of our journey that began on the bike. It began in Vancouver. We shipped this bike, which is a Triumph Tiger 1200 Rally Explorer. In Vancouver, my wife has a very nice girlfriend that gave us accommodation for 2 nights, and she's also a little storage for us, because when my wife sits on the bike, I can't carry my camping gear. There's a big bag with the camping gear in and another suit for rainy conditions and then colder conditions. That bag now stays in Vancouver with her friend, but my wife is on the back seat, which I really enjoy. And our trip started Vancouver. We went through Washington, Idaho, and now we're in Montana. Our way leads us to the Yellowstone National Park. We're gonna stay there for 2 days and hopefully get some nice footage for you. And after that, we're heading to Sturgis, which is the largest biker rally in the world, with approximately 500,000 bikers there. I think that's going to be interesting and a huge party. We celebrate our 5th anniversary there.
yay!
And after that, we're heading up north to Canada, Calgary, going to ride around over the Banff Highway back to Vancouver. And after 3 weeks together, we will have to separate, unfortunately, there. And my bike is being equipped then with that additional bag. My wife is flying back home to Israel. That is, by the way, my final destination. After 2 years, I will head to Israel to live there with Tahel. But on the way I will see 33 countries. We'll drive around 100,000 kilometers, and you are invited to come with me to see all what I see. I try to make the best documentation of this journey that I can do, and I'm really appreciate if you stay tuned. Push the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up. That helps me a lot. That doesn't cost you anything, and will keep this channel alive. Thank you for that. And now we start with the first 5 days, past 5 days, what we have seen so far. I hope you enjoy. Thank you. I'm in Vancouver, as you can see behind me. This is day number 3. Day number 1 was the flight to Canada. Day number 2 was staying here and make some nice photos in these national parks and stuff, and waiting for the plane with my bike to arrive. And what I'm waiting for now is my Uber to the cargo part of the airport to release my bike from customs and assemble it, load it, and drive it. 20 minutes later, the Uber driver did a good job. We are here at the Air Canada cargo facility, and I can tell you I'm pretty much excited. The motorbike was in 2 flights, one from Munich to Toronto, one from Toronto here to Vancouver, and of course I'm excited if it's still okay, if it survived in a good state. And I was putting air tags, one air tag in the bike, so I could follow the bike wherever it was. Of course not when it was in the air. Surprisingly, I got one message over Greenland, but I knew exactly when it was landing here and was brought to the facility, so I hope that I can release it now. I'm pretty excited. Let's see. I'm going inside now. So finally, after 1 hour paperwork and walking from this door to that door, from that office to this office. But I must say, with a lot of friendly people here, very helpful. I'm on my way to the door 20, where my bike will be brought. It's here, so let's unpack it. Bike was delivered, but the box was opened, and unfortunately they did not pack everything the way I packed it, so I have a lot of damages, mostly only color damages, but it's a little bit inconvenient. Let's see. Here's how it looks. So what I did already is disassembling the wooden box and the metal box. Now I have to release the bike from the platform. There you see the parts. These all stuff has been inside, and unfortunately they didn't protect anything, so my sticker is really damaged. It's not nice, but hey, it's only a sticker. So the bike is here, and it looks like we can go today. It looks like we're almost done, but we have much too much stuff. So you see the bike is almost ready, but we still don't know where to put our shoes and some other stuff, but it doesn't matter. The bike is here, my wife is here, and we're ready to go, almost, in case we find space for all the stuff. Taking the first meters on Canadian soil. Here we go. So of course we have to put gasoline first, because we came totally empty. So look up there, it's US border. We're just entering our first Canadian highway, just to go to the US border. Canada is on the list for later. Today it's going to be the US. This is how it looks to cross the border from Canada to the US at the Pacific Ocean. Isn't that beautiful? It's our first border crossing on the very first day of driving. I like it. That is America, the USA. We made it over the border. It was pretty easy. Nothing for the bike, just our two passports. With visas was controlled. That's it. Bike, nothing. No temporary input permit, nothing. So we are on the way direction Seattle to Burlington, where our first motel is, and I'm starving, so I hope we get some nice American burgers this night, and I think that's it for today. We finally reached our hotel. Or motel, or whatever you want to call it. Real drive day number 1. We're leaving this town of Burlington in Washington and heading east to the North Cascades Highway. Should be some nice mountain roads, and well, it's the very first day for us to drive the whole day in the United States. I guess it's gonna be great. Let's see. Weather's with us, you see, almost no clouds in the sky. Last night we had not last night, this morning we had like 2 hours of repacking the whole load that we have on the bike, because it was way too heavy and the higher bags and way too less heavy in the lower bags, so we were shifting lots of things around from the top case to lower bags, for example the tools and stuff. So now the bike really feels lighter, much lighter. it's so important to pack right, which I didn't obviously before. Let's see how that handles now in the mountains. This is a very heavy bike with a heavy load on it now, but actually it feels pretty good. North Cascade Highway, getting closer and closer to the mountains, which is nice. So far it looks like our home in southern Bavaria, except all these farms and American standards like the post boxes that you see here, and of course the cars and trucks, and it's beautiful. We love it. So we're going. Left and right. Still a little creek on the right. I like it. Look at that road. And suddenly a lot of bikers appear. It's a good sign, I guess. Winthrop, Western town. Amazing. Driving already since 6 hours. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and what surprises me the most, we have now made about 200 miles, which is about 320 kilometers. What amazes me the most is the various landscapes. As you just saw the picture, there's kind of swamp, there was kind of desert, mountains with various rock formations, so really amazing. Really like it.
the Franklin D. Roosevelt Lake. It's a long one, and there's supposed to be a river crossing by ferry, as I was told, for free. But I would even pay something for that because it's obviously closed. Ferry doesn't go, so now we have to surround the lake, which adds another around 80 kilometers or 50 miles to our route. So when you have driven already more than 9 hours, then it's a little disappointing to discover that your route has extended for another hour. Supposed to be here, I guess. Inside? So this is Scott.
Hello.
Scott was our very first bunker biker host, and I cannot recommend this platform enough. We had such a great time here. We were spoiled with everything by Scott, and he's such a nice guy. So if you ever travel in the US and you don't want to spend tons of money for hotels and just want to get to know nice people, local people, this is the best example. Thank you very much, Scott, for everything.
You're welcome, and it's always a pleasure to have people.
I think my wife enjoyed as well.
Yeah, sure. I had a lot of fun. Really.
Look, we even had an indoor garage for our bike and everything. So great experience. Thank you very much, Scott.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And safe
all
travels.
Thank you. Yeah, and have another 115 miles to go to our next bunker biker experience. Looking forward to that. And I'm just enjoying the beautiful rock formations here. Look at that. So the most fascinating thing for me right now is the frequent change of scenery. It's really like every 50 miles it's a total different area. And so far I liked almost each one of them. One more thing to point out about differences between Europe and America. The length of the trains here. You do not see an end of that. It's like miles long. There's 2 locomotives in the front, and as you see, one or another 2, I don't know, in the end. And I guess around, I don't know, 150, 200 wagons. So Montana time, since we lost 1 hour, is now almost exactly 7 o'clock in the evening. Today's ride was much more relaxed, so we didn't have so much miles to make, and now we're heading at another 1.1 miles to our next bunker biker host. So last night I learned something about these speed signs before the corners, the yellow ones. I was complaining about that yesterday, but it is not fun if you have to keep them. You don't have to. It's just a recommendation. So glad. So So you can keep with the regular speed on the white signs here in America, and I guess the recommendations are for trucks and camper vans. So there's one more of these things that I mentioned. No, the Jeep is not backing up too close, it's just connected to that camper van. Crazy.
Hi guys.
Also hi from me. We reached finally the destination that we wanted to reach after 5-6 days. I'm here in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, at the foot of the Teton Mountains at the Teton National Park, which you see in the background. You see the weather has changed a little bit. That doesn't matter. We are waiting for our trip to Yellowstone National Park and also to Sturgis. That's what's coming up in the next episodes. But that's not all. So I had some unexpected happenings. Had to go to a doctor. I had to give him $2,500 and many more things. But this is what you can expect in the next episode of My Global Ride. Stay tuned if you like this first ever episode of riding in the Global Ride. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned. There's much more to come.